So what is up, NASCAR Authentics fans? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, and welcome everybody to another NASCAR diecast review that I recently just picked up in one of my What's in Stores videos, so go ahead and check it out. I'll probably put it in the description down below or right here on this video, but today it is going to be on Chase Briscoe's 2023 High Point Ford Mustang for Stewart-Haas Racing, and I already know what you guys are going to say. Brian, you're reviewing a PTC mold car. How dare you? Well, hate to bring the news to you guys, but this is not the PTC mold. This is the updated J mold, which I have made some posts and some reviews about it. So, yeah, if you guys haven't seen those, I mean, feel free to check them out in the link down below and also the video titles up on here. Because, heck, I think I recently did with the Ryan Preece car and also the Todd Gilliland generator skills car. But I have been very impressed with this J mold, but we'll get onto the fine details in a second. But you guys can see, I mean, we got ourselves the free sticker. Might look a little off of the color, but we'll get on that in a second. And there's the packaging if you guys want to see that. Nothing too exciting, but Wave 8 or Wave 8 if you guys don't know your Espanol. And on the back here is the rest. If you guys want to see that, a pretty impressive raid that we got, including the chase piece for the Kings of Hawaiian car. But yeah, as now we're taking this thing off to a high point, let's get on to the diecast review and the official unboxing of this Chase Briscoe 2023 NASCAR Authentics exclusive diecast. And alrighty folks, we got this diecast out of its box, but before we get things started, let's look at the free accessory that comes with this. And nothing too exciting right here, but it looks like the blue kind of probably went into the sun too long or got burnt to a crisp, because that blue, it almost looks like a purple. So, but as you guys can see, this is on that nice little yellow piss paper, so of course the colors are going to be off. But this will be one of the last diecasts, or actually one of the last few diecasts that will have the trinkets, because going on forward, due to cost-saving production, we are not going to have the stickers, so we are going to be seeing a new type of packaging coming for NASCAR Authentics pretty soon. But now back to the diecast, and I still know some people are going to say, I don't like the PTC mold diecast, not even going to bother reviewing this. Well, you can already tell right off the bat that, yeah, that right there, looks like it's a little chip. We might be able to get that off, but knowing how delicate these decals are, I'm probably just going to leave that right there, even though my OCD is saying no. But I guess that's a high point that we got to talk about this review. But this diecast, as you guys can see, I mean, looking at it, there's no weird overlapping. There's no, I mean, there are some crinkles right there, and you can see there are some crack marks, which does look pretty odd, but in terms of how the quality looks, it's a lot better than what we've had before. I mean, if I had to show you guys a type-side comparison of, I don't really have the 2022 High Point car with me, but we do have a car to compare this to in a second when we get on to that part. But comparing this to what that other car was from the previous year.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, that car was absolutely awful. The mold looked bad. The tires looked awful. There was no interior detail. But here, you guys can see the tires. I mean, everything about the tires looks a lot better. I mean, the interior detail still kind of sucks, but I think this is the first wave that we are actually starting to see some interior detail on here, because before this was all a plastic block, but now we do got some little cutouts to show the individual detail. I think like for the battery and also part of the digital dash. Still got some weird wording right there. So we got 22/3, not sure what that means. I guess that's a production date or something, but do got some more detail right there on the back. So as much as we do give Lionel a lot of crap, I guess you could say they really transformed this diecast into a better quality one. I mean, the only thing, another good thing I'd say about this J mold is that the windows are actually pretty stiff. They don't really, like, I don't know, they don't have that much movement to them. But there are some things that I think a lot of people don't really like. Like, I've seen some people not like this little cutout right here. It does make where this little plastic is. I wish that part would be covered up, because it does make it look kind of cheap. But getting back to this car, man, this is a car that I think Chase Briscoe only ran, I think, at one of the Atlanta races, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it is one of his main sponsors, so the High Point car. So, as you guys can see, I mean, they kind of went back to his rookie year car a little bit in terms of the paint scheme. They added a lot more white to it and still kept that blue. The placement, all the logos look pretty good, to say at the least. See, even some sponsors that are probably no longer with us. Hey, I guess you say Chase Briscoe is the MVP. This ain't the NFL, damn it. But see, we got Transform Your IT, or IT. Think about that damn movie now. Good Lord. High points. And yeah, I mean, anybody who is a big fan of Chase Briscoe, this is definitely going to be a must get for you guys, because Another thing I gotta say about this J-Mold is that only the Ford Mustangs actually look good. Alright, as you can see, everything is pretty much linear. Sure, the decals might look a little more smaller, but it is a lot better than what we've had before. I mean, like I said, go and look at a photo of the 2022 car on the front end, and you can't tell me that this looks a lot better, with the exception of that decal flaw right there. So they are improving on this product, so I really got to give Lionel that. And you can see, I mean, the plastic is still pretty kind of cheap right here on the bottom, so, but made in China, so what else can you expect? Is that some scratch marks right there? That's some odd stuff. I would never see scratch marks. But I know some people still don't really like these tires, but like I mentioned on my other reviews regarding the J-Mold, this is mostly like, I mean, when you go to the racetrack, man, this is mostly how these cars look like. Like, I'm actually pressing down on this, but there's no ride height on the actual cars. So in terms of accuracy, I think this is a lot more accurate than the EL mold. I mean, I hate to say that because, yeah, that just doesn't look right. I mean, that looks like like it has a broken axle. So that's still an issue that we got. But there's still some cool added detail. You see where the exhaust is and all the other marks to that on the back. We do got a wonky decal right there on the B post, so I guess I really jinxed myself right there. But again, to what I said, I mean, get rid of some of this plastic stuff, man. Just clean it up. It looks really cheap. I don't know what the point of that is. Some people will be like, well, it's there because, you know, name banners are supposed to be on here. Well, name banners are not on the $5 NASCAR Authentics cars. They are in the winner circles in the Gold Series, but not for these $5 NASCAR Authentics cars. But now let's get on to the side-by-side comparison, which I'm going to show you guys right here. And it is a Gen 6 car. So I know it's really weird seeing this, but back to what I said about how the paint scheme is very similar to it. It very much is. Compared to the 2022 scheme that we had, which was on the bad PTC mold. Yeah, they kind of went back to their roots a little bit and went to this paint scheme that I will say, I mean, there are some differences, like slight differences. Like we got more of a darker, like a more wider black line to it compared to right here. I mean, looking at this now, man, I will have to say I do like the placement of the High Point logo right here compared to being right here. It just looks like, I don't know, for a car that has the main sponsor, you do have other sponsors that are kind of correlating with it. So I don't know. I feel like that High Point logo could be a little bit bigger, or I just say screw it, just put it right here because I do like the two different types of colors that we got on the High Point logo. But I hate to point that out for you guys, but but I don't know. I mean, feel free to comment below right now. What is your favorite Chase Briscoe High Point car? Do you prefer the 2021 car, the 2023 car, or that god-awful 2022 car? I mean, in terms of the paint scheme, sure, you can rank them down below, but in terms of quality, probably still think this is probably the best one, but this is a good close second. But yeah, I mean, I don't really see High Point really sponsoring Chase Briscoe that much. I think Mahindra Tractors has kind of taken over that field of view. But heck, man, 2 years in a row we've had the High Point car did not made MOQ. All right, it was DMP'd, did not produce due to low pre-order sales, and then they finally brought it, and they finally brought this car back on the PTC mold and now on the J mold. So, but I don't know, guys. I mean, some people are still probably not gonna like this regardless, but it's not the worst looking car I've seen from Wave 8. Not gonna plan on getting that Sunny D car from Kevin Harvick. I'm just waiting for the Josh Berry car to come out because, yeah, that car might be worthy for a rant review, but we'll say that for another day. But like I said, comment below what you guys think. And make sure to hit that like button and share this video, and also subscribe if you guys are new to watching this type of content. I know we are going to have a lot of new NASCAR fans joining in because of all the new content that's out there. Thank you, Netflix. But hopefully this, guys, is going to transform your guys' mind into, I don't know, getting into diecast. And yeah, this has been OBB, the diecast news guy. Feel free to actually get these at your local Walmarts, Targets, and many more. And I will see you guys next time on another NASCAR diecast review.